What's going on, everybody? Give me a moment, chat. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, guys. Welcome back to Omar Talks Football. And yeah, hold on, chat. Give me a moment. There's something not right here. I keep hearing echo. One moment, chat. One moment. Shit. What is going on? Guys, can you guys hear echoing? Let me know, chat. Are you guys hearing some echo? I don't know where that echo is coming from. Let me know, guys, if you guys can hear me. Why am I hearing, man? I can hear myself speak. One moment, chat. Hold on. Shit. Oh yeah. I seem to hear myself. Maybe it's me, chat. Give me a moment. Let me fix my mic. I can hear myself speak. I don't know why I can hear myself speak. No, I know you guys can hear me, but it's me. I seem to hear myself speaking here. Okay, I can't hear it anymore, so I think we're good now. Yeah. Big up to every single one of you guys. Big up to every single one of you. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, guys. Welcome back to Omar Talks Football. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is an Imagine. I can still hear myself speak. By the way, Jonas, sorry, bro. There's something wrong with my stream, bro.
Well, are you sure? I think it's good.
I keep hearing myself speak. I don't know if I have a tab open or something where I
Nah, bro. On my end, it's good. I don't hear no echo. Like on my end, it's you're fine.
No, but this is the thing. It's mine. I feel like I either have a video playing somewhere where I can hear myself or something, but I keep hearing myself speak.
I mean,
But listen, let's just get started, man.
Yeah, just mute yourself because I mean I can. Oh, actually, how are you gonna hear me? I'm dumb. But now, bro.
All right. Anyway, yeah. Listen, let's just get started, man. It's fine. Listen, guys. Big up to every single one of you guys. Sorry about like the issue that we're having, guys. Malfunctions. But listen, guys, we are here on another episode of the Barca Talk Emergency Stream, guys. 24 hours after that absolute embarrassing performance, guys, at home in the first leg where we needed to get the result. And yeah, these frauds, man, they let us down once again, guys. But listen, guys, we're here to talk about it. And as you can see, today is a very, very gloomy mood, man. Man, like Jonas, big up to you. Appreciate you for the raid. We are here, guys. And yeah, we're just going to get into the game, man, because, man, what a performance, man. What a performance. We wanted to see a reaction. We said, listen, this game at home is crucial. It is absolutely crucial. But these frauds, man, they did not get up for this game. And here we are, once again, against Atletico Madrid, bro. Atletico Madrid in this competition again. Once again, bro. Like, this is ridiculous, man. I don't understand why we always have a great record against these guys when we play them in the league. Every year, bro. If you look at Simeone's record against us in La Liga, bro, it is absolutely dreadful, bro. He's barely beaten us in the league. 15 years, bro, he's been at Atletico Madrid. 15 years, right? Barely beaten us. But in the Champions League, he's played us 3 times, bro. He played us 2014, 2016, and 2026, bro. And it looks like he's going to knock us out of this competition for the 3rd time in a row. Like, I don't understand this, bro. I am so sick of this team. And I'm sick of these players, man. I'm sorry. It's not just these players. It's the mentality. You understand what I mean, right? I don't understand, right, why in the league. Because here's the thing, it's not like they play differently when they play us in the Champions League to the league. They play the same way against us. But for some reason, there's always that confidence that we play them in the league and we have that great record against them. We're never afraid. But when we play them in Europe, bro, it's like we get rattled. Against Atletico Madrid. Atletico, bro, this is not a Champions League heavyweight. They've never won the Champions League. Okay? These guys are not Champions League heritage. But they damn sure have a good record against us, against a team that is apparently Champions League heritage, twice treble winners. It was a joke, man. Like, I'm going to be very, very honest, bro, right? I said this, and you know this, Jonas. When we were in chaos, I said, bro, this game against Atletico Madrid is a smash and grab. We have to take our opportunities when we get them because we know what Simeone is going to do. Simeone is not coming to the game to attack us. He's going to sit back, soak up pressure, and try to heal us on the camp. Simple. Simple. Set pieces, corner kicks, free kicks, right? Crosses into the box. That's all he's going to do in this game. That's all he's going to do. He's not going to attack us. And you know what? That's how he's set up. And when we had that first chance from Rashford, I said, bro, I'm telling you now, I'm not dealing with this. No chances missed. No chances. Take the chances when we get them. You idiots. Take the opportunities. And we barely took our opportunities. Yamal had an opportunity where he glided past the whole team, right? Like glided past the whole defense. Final touch, he misses it. I mean, I don't blame him a lot because he was really being closed down. So I can't put all the blame on him, right? But then all of a sudden, the stupid red card, deja freaking vu. Deja vu, bro. 2 years after we saw it against PSG, when we were comfortable. And then Araujo gave a stupid-ass red card. Unnecessary red card. And then you see Uncle Cubarsí does this. Cubarsí, bro. Like, and this is the funny thing. He did this last season against Benfica. Last man, once again, bro, doesn't see where his man is, loses his man, and then has to track back and basically commit a stupid foul and give away a red card. But this is the problem when you put an 18-year-old in the center back and tell him, yo, he be my best defender. Like, what did you expect for FC Barcelona, for this club? We want to be relying on this kid to bail us out. Like, this is what you get. This is what you get, man. And as much as I want to put all the blame on Cubarsí, I'm sorry. Cubarsí should not be our main man in the back. He should be the understudy to the main man. And this is why last week when we did the show, I said, bro, get me Bastoni. He is my first primary objective. Get me a new defense. Because until we fix this defense, nothing will change. Our attack will continue to attack and our defense will continue to hold us back. It's going to be the same old thing over and over and over and over again. And we give them and that red card basically changed the game because we were like, okay, now we're screwed. Now we're down to 10 men against Atletico Madrid in the Champions League. And just to make it worse, Álvarez scores that free kick. And then you're thinking, okay, well, there you go. Now they got to go. Now they have no reason to attack. They've got their way go. This is all they wanted. Now we have to come out and attack them. All out with 10 men. What did you think was going to happen? And then just like that, counter attack, they get the second goal. And that was GG's. And you know what the most pathetic thing for me was? It's the fact that, bro, did that second half, did we look like we're going to score? We literally took off our most creative player and our best striker.
We were down to 10, though, to be fair. But now, Omar, listen, you said a lot, man. I'm not going to lie. I don't blame you at all, bro, for ranting, at being mad. Listen, I'm not going to lie to you, bro. I'm sad. That's the truth. And Omar, am I lagging? Am I lagging on my end? I feel like I'm lagging, bro.
Yeah, no, you're good. You're good on me. I can see you properly. Show me. Yeah, you're good. Your screen. You're no longer on the screen right now, but I can hear you properly. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, you're good. No, you're good. We can hear you.
So my bad. I was just saying, I don't blame any fan for being sad, bro. The way that we went out was sad, bro. I'm telling you, and Omar, I don't know what it is. That's why I titled my flipping reaction video, Why are we cursed in the Champions League? Omar, I don't know what to say. I think we have a decent team. Right? In La Liga, it shows. I mean, we're good enough to dominate in La Liga. But in the UCL, always something bad happens, bro. And Omar, you always say this. I'll give you credit for this. You always say Barcelona's the team that they got to fear the most is Barcelona themselves. It's not a team. Because we always shoot ourselves in the foot. And this is my thing. Why do we always get these reds? Why always some stupid mistakes? You know what I mean? Against Benfica, we saw last year, got lucky to escape, right? Benfica was also atrocious, so that helped. This year, Atletico Madrid. 2 years ago, you know what I'm saying? A PSG. How many times, bro? I'm telling you, guys, winning the UCL is hard enough. It's hard without mistakes. But when you make mistakes and not a goal, bro, Omar, we can see the goal. Who cares? Omar, generally, who cares? Because how many times, Omar, we go down a goal? What do they call us? Second half FC. But you know what's worse than a goal? It's to be a man down. That's a criminal mistake. That's a mistake that you cannot come back from. You know, you're hoping for a draw, hoping for a 1-0 loss at that point. You know, and Omar, listen, I agree. Cubarsí deserves smoke. right? But I'm not going to destroy the kid. We just need a guy to replace him. Like, not replace him fully, but
no, he needs experience next to him to learn.
He's not ready yet. Let's just call it out for what it is. He's not that guy yet. He just ain't it. You know, in Xavi's system, I'm not gonna lie, he looked like that guy right away because Xavi doesn't play a style of play that exposes center back. So if Xavi was still here, okay, you have your 4 buddies right next to you to help you out. But in this Flick style of play, you just got to be better. You got to be more elite. You just got to be better because it's a better system, but it relies more of you. And Cubarsí, I don't know if he's that guy right now, man. Maybe in 3 years.
Bro,
but right now, no.
He has potential. That's the thing. We see the potential. We've seen it in the last few months. To be fair, I think this game was stunted for him because I feel like last few weeks he's been good. I've been impressed with him. I'm not saying he's been amazing, but he's been good. I've seen some good things about him. But this is where I always say, go get him a top-class centre-back, world-class centre, a player that he can rely on, a player that we can look at and say, okay, he's the superstar, he is the youngster. Like Joe Gomez and Van Dijk. You knew Joe Gomez had the, Joe Gomez was good, but he was not, but when he was around Van Dijk, he was incredible. You understand what I mean, right? That is what Cubarsí needs. Cubarsí needs like a Bastoni, like a defender like that who can basically be the main man while he is the understudy to the main man. Because that's the only way Cubarsí is going to learn. Because Cubarsí will one day be don't get it twisted. I think Cubarsí is the future. I think Cubarsí, he is the top star of the future. But he needs to learn from a top-class centre-back so that he can take over eventually. You understand what I mean, right? It's like when you're a youngster. It's like when Messi was a kid, right? Messi was a kid. We already knew this guy was a star in the making, world-class player in the making. We saw it from the first time he made his debut. But guess what, bro? He needed to be the understudy to Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho was the main man. But you see him being on the understudy to Ronaldinho. Eventually, when he finally was ready to take the keys, Ronaldinho left and he took over. That is what we need. That's the same thing we have in centre-back right now with Cubarsí. He's a youngster with potential. He needs to have a top-class centre-back next to him so that eventually when he's ready to take the keys, he can take the keys and take over.
No, basically what I'm saying with Cubarsí, obviously he's talented, but I think defense, people don't realize defense is a different position, right? I feel like defenders actually need to grow, right? You don't typically see defenders that are good from the get-go at 16, 17, 18. That's not normal. You see attackers. Attackers got less pressure on them, to be honest, when they make a mistake. Missing a chance and getting a red card is 2 different things, bro. Even missing a penalty, getting a red card, you're going to get crucified if you get a red, right? So my thing with Cubarsí is that I don't know if we should have never – I know, okay, under Xavi, it makes sense. But this style of play, no, he's going to get exposed, man. Like, he just is. And he's been playing good, right, in 2026, in my opinion, this year. But against the elite teams, against the teams that can truly punish them, like, I don't know, man. I just have a lot of questions. And I don't know, man. I don't know, Omar. I'm just upset. Another red card, another stupid thing, another Barcelona got shot themselves in the foot, right? I want to say this though, bro. Like, it's not just Cubarsí though. Like, Omar, it's not just Cubarsí.
No,
bro,
it's not.
It's not, bro. At the elite level, what do I always say, Omar? What do I always say? We need, and I was just on a stream right now, emergency meeting on my channel, bro. Legit.
Now, I knew. I saw you and Jose. Big up to Jose, my
guy. Bro. I was saying we need more quality. What I learned from probably like the last 2 years, we just need better players, bro. Well, but this is basically the same core. Since Xavi's last season, right, with Rafinha, Lewa, Koundé, right? Lamine's there now, you know what I'm saying, in and around, right? You got Dani Olmo added, to be fair, right? But I think this squad just needs better players, bro. Bro, Omar, our squad is a good team. But guys, listen when I say this, bro. This is a good team. But to win in Europe, you got to be a great team, bro. I'm talking about contenders, not a Fugazi run. You want to be contenders every year, year in, year out. You know why?
Being contenders and being winners is 2 different things. Teams are always contenders. Barca is always contenders to win the Champions League every season. Let's be real. We always are. But do we have a team? And this is the problem, isn't it, Jonas? Because we looked at this Champions League this season, and we saw what we did last season. We were like, this season, we are definitely contenders. We are definitely up there. And I remember at the start of the season, right, because you and I have been doing content the whole season. I've always kept the same thing where I've said, bro, I have not seen us perform in the Champions League yet. At any point, even games where we win, I'm like, bro, Copenhagen, we struggled. We struggled against Xavier Pratt. We struggled against Club Brugge. We struggled against Chelsea. We struggled against PSG. We struggled against Newcastle. We struggled against literally everybody, bro. Like the only game that we played where we were so comfortable, we were like, yo, this is the kind of performance that I want to see more, is that 7-2 against Newcastle. That was the only time when we played, we were like, yo, this is what we mean. Look at the talent, look at the top class attacking that we're doing in this game.
Well, okay, Omar, can we be brutally honest, right? This team right now, okay, we're a good team, and maybe we're a contender because Europe, in my opinion, is weak. But if we're being honest, this Barcelona team, they're not like, if we're comparing to, let's be real, bro.
No, they're not. We're not
all that.
Let's be real. They're teams that are way better than us.
Bro, I'm just saying that to be like, as a contender, bro, I wouldn't consider the last time we had a contender type squad, in my opinion, was probably like 2017. That on all cylinders, maybe the defense was a bit iffy, but the firepower was so crazy. The names were insane. My problem is that, bro, outside Lamine Yamal in the attack, I don't like our attack, bro. I don't care. I can't lie to y'all. I can't.
No, our attack is not. Listen, our attack is not nice to see,
bro. But these guys, Omar, but they're not that good, bro.
No. But we know that. But you know what the thing is?
It's Hansi Flick's system. These
guys.
Jonas,
that's the thing. I understand that. I agree. I think our attack does need fixing too. Don't get it twisted. But you see, when it comes to the manager, when I look at Flick and I look at his style, I say his style helps us, our Fugazi attack, be good. That is why when I keep saying, let's start with the defense. Because when we fix this defense, once the defense is sorted out, then next season, that's why I said this. I said it yesterday in my post reaction. I said, for me, I would literally spend this summer just fixing the defense alone. If we fix only the defense and fix no attackers, yes, some Barca fans are going to be upset, right? But I can look at it and say, okay, two new center backs, 2 new fullbacks. Okay, cool. Now the defense is sorted out. This defense is sorted out. Now I can trust this defense to do the work. Next season, then we can go and get. Because at the end of the day, I don't rate Ferran Torres. I think he should leave. I think Lewandowski is too old. I think that Rashford is not good enough. I think the only 2 attackers we have in this team is Rashford, is Rafinha and Yamal. That's it. Everyone else is not good enough.
Bro,
but the thing is,
one more. I'm gonna say it right now. I'm sorry to cut you off, bro. Our attackers are not good, bro. I'm telling you, this is where something's got to give. I give the credit to Hansi Flick. Guys, I give the credit to Hansi Flick that he made Lewandowski somehow be in a system that he scored over 40 goals. Credit Hansi Flick. The guy, you know what? Credit to, bro, this guy, everywhere he goes, they score goals. It's Hansi Flick, bro. He's the reason why Barca's attack is elite statistically. But are you telling me Ferran is not good enough? And Ferran was even the guy the other day. The 2 guys who started, Lewandowski and Rashford, are not good enough, bro. And Omar, remember the thing that we were on Chaos, I promise you, and everybody was trolling me in the chat when I was trying to tell you guys, and I'm not even trying to go after you, but when I was saying Leo is not good enough, and you guys were saying, oh, Ferran, are you backing Ferran?
You think Ferran Torres would have done better than Lewandowski?
No, I'm not saying that, Omar. This is my thing. I never said Ferran's that guy. But Lowe is trash too. They're both bad. That's what I'm trying to say.
How did that attack look any better after he left, though?
Bro, the thing is this. Omar. The thing is this. Lewandowski against very good teams. If you honestly watch Barca, because let's be honest, Real Madrid, he's got a couple goals against them, but they haven't been all that. But I'm talking about in the Champions League. Bro, he gets clamped up, and I know it's age. Prime Lowe would have cooked. Prime Lowe would have, bro, unbelievable. But Lewandowski offers nothing. He offered nothing when it was 11v11. Did nothing. And I don't care about the chances.
Bro, but that's the thing. Lewandowski is not going to perform. Let's be real here.
I don't care, though. Bro, are we going to go out with our striker doing nothing? I'm sorry, bro. Listen, we criticize Haaland for it. Lewandowski, and then also Rashford. He got the chances. You got to score, bro. And I've been defending Rashford sometimes. Sometimes I criticize. I feel like I've been fair with Rashford. You just got to score, bro. Listen, these games, ultimately, against Atletico, I was trying to be fair. If you ball out, I would have said, you know what, 30 million, you know what, a bench player, I could hear the signing, fair enough. But, dude, you're playing for a contract and you're missing the chances. And, bro, Omar, I'm sorry. I don't care if this is just arrogance. I'm sorry, guys, but this is FC Barcelona, bro. Omar, we need better attackers. I'm not hearing these.
I agree. I don't disagree with that, though.
Yo, we need better guys, bro. These guys are not good enough, Omar. I don't care.
Bro, I'm going to be real. Let me tell you something, bro. If I was don't get the truth, I think it's because of the fact that we are very strapped with cash, how much money we can spend. But honestly, if we had financial freedom, do you understand, bro, what I would do to this team? Bro, I'm putting a sledgehammer shot to this whole squad, bro. The amount of wiping out I would do in this squad, bro. Trust me, man. People don't understand how ruthless I would be. The defense, I would sell everyone. Literally, bro. No one is saying, bro, if I get any good offers for any of those center backs, bro, I'm selling every one of them. Everyone. Not one of them is safe, bro. I don't care what your name is.
Okay, but Omar,
You understand?
can I,
No, hold on. Let me just finish. The defense, no one is exempt. Anyone can get it. Anyone with a good offer, you can go. You understand what I mean, right? The midfield, apart from maybe 3 players, the whole team, bro, I get a good offer, you're all gone. You understand what I mean, right? Attacks, apart from Yamal and Rafinha, bro, no one is, bro, I'm transfer listing everybody. You understand what I mean, right? I'm buying a whole new squad in
Omar,
one season.
do you know what I mean? Because my point is this: outside of Lamine Yamal, right? And I always use this Messi comparison, not the players, but the help, bro. Outside of Lamine Yamal, nobody can dribble. These guys can't dribble. Our best dribbler outside Lamine is probably Cancelo. Can you believe that? A left back. You know how shameful that is, bro. I'm telling you, Omar. Actually, deep it. A left back is our second best dribbler. For being honest,
how much did Bayern spend on Olise?
That is shameful. I don't care, bro. Omar,
how much did Bayern spend on Olise? By the way,
I think they spent. It was a release clause. It was like 45. But
so 45.
I'm trying to say,
so you're telling me this dude had 45 million in his release clause and Barcelona.
No, bro. You know what's funny, bro? I mean, I wasn't on YouTube, so people would think I'm lying. I mean, I've loved Olise.
Bro, I was on you. Listen, I just started YouTube the year that Olise went to Bayern. I remember telling people, bro, why is it that Barcelona don't go to the club?
Hey, you know how you guys can know? You all know Zier, bro. I've been glazing Olise. I've been saying he's better than Musiala, and we've had those debates. And you know, so sometimes he disagrees, but he's better than Musiala. And I said it from the jump, right? Because this guy is just truly elite. You know what I'm saying? But that's besides the point, right? My thing with our squad, nobody can dribble. Nobody. And that's my thing. Everything's on Lamine. Everything. This 18-year-old, 19, I don't care. You know, bun the age for a second. Why does he have to do everything? Why are we that rubbed? Are we actually trash? Guys, and this is where, Omar, I used the example of Lionel Messi. We have to get Lamine Yamal a team because at least Messi had Jordi Alba. Dani Alves had complimented him. Actual guys, Neymar Jr. could dribble. That's some pressure off Lionel Messi, right? He had real midfielders. We had Pedri. They had 3, bro. There's levels. And I think if we want to be a year in, year out contender, we got to get more quality players all around the squad. It can't be 3 guys, bro. It needs to be more like 8. You know, can we get 8 guys? Maybe, you know what? A Cancelo is good enough. That's fine. But I genuinely believe, like actually, Omar, deep it for a second. Messi's better than Lamine, let's be honest, right? And also, he had more help. Lamine has way less help, bro. If Lamine don't step up, yo, halas.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Okay, so Yunus, let me ask you this then. Because here's another thing. I don't disagree with anything you said, right? I do believe that Yamal needs a team around him. But you know what the sad thing, unfortunately, with especially today's football is, bro? There's not a lot of players out there, right? Really, that you could look at and say, okay, they are around or somewhat around the level of Yamal that we can go out and buy. Because those players are basically the star players of the teams that they're in. We can go to Bayern Munich and ask for Olise. They're not going to sell him. You understand what I mean, right? If we even wanted to go to Chelsea and get an Esteval, they're not going to be open to selling him, even though they don't play him. At the end of the day, they see him as the next superstar. You understand what I mean, right? There's a lot of players that are not good enough to be in this team. But here's the thing. This is why I said it in the summer. I said, I would have gone and got a Lookman over Rashford. Because at least Lookman will actually do something in the attack. He does more work in the attack, not just goals and assists. He's more of a problem. He's a guy that's going to be a problem for that attack. You understand what I mean, right? For that defense, I meant, right? Antonio Nusa from Leipzig. I was saying, yo, this kid, bro, every time I watch this kid, I was watching him for Norway, bro. This guy was cooking, and he's a youngster. He's a player that has so much potential. Why can't he come into the team and play under Rafinha, under Yamal? That's a player that could grow into a superstar. You understand what I mean, right? For the attack, I've said, bro, at the end of the day, I don't need a Haaland. We can't afford a Haaland. We know that. You understand what I mean, right? But there are players like Osimhen that can score goals. I just need a player that can find the back of the net. Sometimes you just need that. You don't need a world-class player. You need a player that can do his job. His job. You understand what I mean, right? When I look at the defense, I say, bro, get me a Bastoni, get me a Van der Ven. Get me two. Why can't we go out and get both? Why? I mean, at the end of the day, there's a way to work. Listen, I think that people can say, oh, we don't have the money. Guys, listen, at the end of the day, there's always a way to work things. You think that a player like Van der Ven, if he heard that Barca were trying to sign him, you think this brother would rather stay in a club that's challenging for the
you're right. No, you're right, because when we saw
it's that mindset, bro. But we have to be smart in the window, bro. The problem with Deco is, right? And this is the excuse. I've been hearing this excuse now for 2 seasons now. People have been sitting there saying, Omar, he has to work what he has, what he has. Listen, at the end of the day, you have to be smart. The amount of money we spend on to loan Rashford, we could have taken that money to go get a Lookman. We could have taken that money to go get a Lookman. We didn't even consider Lookman. Bro, you were here during the Barca buzz streams during the summer. I was sitting there saying, go get me Nusa, go get me Lookman, go get me... Bro, I was looking at so many players ahead of Rashford. When we got Rashford, and remember, we got Rashford, you and I did a stream together. We sat there and we're like, well, we'll take it, but this is not our first choice. Clearly, he wasn't. But the club was so obsessed. We said we were either gonna get Diaz, which, by the way, if we had gotten Diaz, that would have actually been a great deal. I wasn't a fan of it, but I might have actually been wrong about that.
I was against Diaz for the price, but the player, that's the thing.
But that's the thing. For his price, if we had gotten him, we would have said, oh, we overpaid. But if he played as he's playing for Bayern, I would have said, hey, you know what? He's paying for his for the amount of money we spent for him. You understand what I mean, right? Nico Williams, bro, that thing didn't work out. Then there was Rashford. There was literally those three. Those are the only three players that we were looking at in the summer. That shows you how slow we were to look at the other parts of the window, the transfer market. Because if we look closer, there were players out there we could have gotten. Like a Lookman, who were right there.
Bro, I'm not going to lie to you. I know what you mean by like a lot of the elite players are they're already like the main guys of like another club, right? I know what you mean, right? Erling Haalands, there's these guys like Julián Álvarez. But I mean, Omar, I'm talking about, can Barcelona just scout, bro? Like, for example, get the next Elise. Get the next, I don't know, Rafinha. We got Rafinha.
Nusa is that guy, bro. That's why I keep saying Nusa is the next Elise.
Bro, can I tell you who I think would be an amazing signing for Barca? Like, generally.
Go ahead. Let me know.
You know the Everton left winger, the what's his name? Iliman Ndiaye. Bro, that guy's the next. I'm telling you right now, chat. That guy's the next Kvaratskhelia. If you watch ball, this guy's tight dribbling. I know there's Yan Diomande, but I'm not gonna lie, he kind of looks like a pace merchant, bro. Dude, I'm telling you, that Everton left winger, if Deco's serious, give me links. I want to see links, bro. We have to be signing good players, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, bro. Like, bro, Barcelona's a team that we historically have scouted well. And now we're signing, we're signing meaty players, bro. You know what I'm saying? But big up.
Big up to Andrew. Big up to my guy every time. We appreciate you for the super chat. Says if we don't win the Champions League before Yamal turns 22 or 23, he's gonna leave. His dad is worse than Neymar's dad. He will leave. Yeah, I mean, do you know what's funny, right? No. So here's the thing. Let me tell you why Andrew is onto something here. Let's be clear here, right? We know, every one of us as Barca fans, we like to look at our team and say, why would a player want to leave this and this and this? Here's the thing with Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal is not Lionel Messi. All right, bro? Lamine Yamal is not Lionel Messi. He doesn't have that kind of like connection. And also, he's not in a team like Messi was in. You understand what I mean, right? Messi has a team where he didn't need to leave. He didn't have to leave. You understand what I mean, right? But here's the thing with Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal is a flamboyant player. And Lamine Yamal is going to want to build his legacy. Don't get it twisted. I think it would be stupid for him to leave us, right? Because Neymar did it. He went to PSG, and guess what, bro? It didn't work out for him. But I'm telling you right now, he's one of those players who, if we don't build a team, if we're not building a team that can at least challenge for the Champions League, look like we can get close every year, eventually he's going to be like, bro, do I even want to be here? Because you guys are not trying to build a team for me that can perform. You understand what I mean? Right? But right now, I'm looking at this team right now, and I'm saying, well, Lamine Yamal, with this team, I don't see him wanting to leave because there is a team here. There is a team. We see that there's a team here. We saw it last year. This team that we had nearly went to a Champions League final. I refuse to believe that this team is not good enough. That's why I keep telling people. I said, for me, when I look at this team, honestly, Jonas, right? When you look at the rest of Europe, look at the PSG, you look at the Bayern. Look at Bayern last season. Look at Bayern last season to this season, bro. Let's be real here. Bayern last season were a team that we battered, what, 4-1? We battered them 4-1, bro, right? In the group stages, right? They got knocked out by Inter. They were not that good last season either. But look at them last season to this season, bro. Completely night and day. This season, they are up there as one of the best teams in Europe. Just like we were this season last season. Because the season before, under Xavi, we looked like we were nowhere near ready to win the Champions League. But then last season, we were the way we were. So I'm looking at next season, I'm saying, bro, at the end of the day, anything can happen in one season. If we go out in the transfer window and actually go get a new defense, or get maybe not a whole back line, like I'm saying, like even though I would want that, right? But if we could get like a center back and a fullback, a top class center back like a Bastoni, and get another fullback, right? Just basically have a defense that is good enough to actually hold on, not concede as much as we are. If we consider half the goals that we consider this season, next season, I genuinely think next season we are ready to win the Champions League. Even with
Omar. Okay, can I say this right now? I'm saying that's what I would do. Like everything I said is if we want to be year in, year out contenders, like without question, even beyond Hansi Flick, right? Whenever he's gonna leave, or I don't know what happens with him, right? Like I'm talking about long-term vision with Barca. But I mean, of course, Barca right now, we're close to being a contender anyways. Like we're basically a contender because I mean Europe's just not that good. There's not many good teams in Europe. But I mean, listen, bro. I think like it's a little besides the point. I know, Omar, what me and you are talking about. Ultimately, we need to strengthen the squad. But bro, like, if we go back to the game, bro, like I don't know, man. You know what it is, bro, Omar? In the UCL, bro, it's like always something bad happens, bro. You know what I mean?
Nah,
in La Liga, even the crunch time, like the big El Clasicos. I'm talking about big games in La Liga, like in the past. It doesn't happen. Like Barca don't fold. In La Liga, in the big games, we typically step up, right? In the Copa del Rey, big game, we'll step up, right? In the UCL, I don't know if we hear that music and then we fold, bro.
Bro, I've been saying this all season, man. You know this. How many times have I, bro? Most of the time I've been getting criticized by this Barca fan base has been because of my thoughts in the Champions League. Like in the league, I don't get crucified for my opinions on the league, but in the Champions League, everybody comes after me. Because everyone's like, oh, Omar, you always be negative when it comes to Champions League. I keep telling people, I'm like, guys, watch us in the league and watch us in the Champions League. We are two different teams. We are not the same team. We have never been the same team. Last season was genuinely the first time I watched us in the Champions League actually look like a Champions League team. That's the funny thing. Until the quarterfinals, when we started to look like we were going to battle it, throughout the Champions League that season, we were actually looking like a top team in the Champions League. Apart from that first loss against Monaco, we recovered and we went on that winning streak, battering teams like Bayern Munich, right? Beating Dortmund at the Signal Iduna Park, if you remember, right? In the group phases. We were that good. And I was like, yo, this team is actually, I haven't seen us play this well in the Champions League in a long time. What is going on here? But when we went to the quarterfinals and we were 4-1 up in that first leg and we nearly bottled it when we lost 3-1 at the Signal Iduna Park, that's when I was like, oh dear, I'm seeing the signs of
but Omar, my problem is this, like it's unexplainable mistakes. It's not like, okay, hear me out. Like, it's not like we're losing, bro. We're losing. Like, this is my problem, Omar. We're not losing. We're not just losing. We're losing winnable ties. Inter, that's winnable, bro. The Paris Saint-Germain, bro, Omar, we were like before. I'm pretty sure we were like the slight underdog against PSG, right? It wasn't the best.
And we won the first leg. We literally did. We did the hardest work. We went away
Omar,
to their stadium and won.
And Omar, my point is, we were the underdog against PSG. We actually were at the time. We were not having a good season.
But no. I hear that. But also remember, the first leg when we won the first leg. Did you remember we scored first? We were 4-1 on African.
Bro, but this is my point where we put ourselves into a position where we should have won that tie. Regardless, who cares about being the underdog gimmick? I don't care. We put ourselves in a strong position where we should have closed out that tie. That's PSG and Inter, right? And then now this one, we were the favorite heading into this tie. This was like a 70-30 to Barca, 65-35. Barca were the favorite. And
whoever said 70-30, bro, is lying. Jonas, you remember, right? Hold on.
My point is that we're losing winnable ties. That's legit my whole point.
No, but here's the thing, right? You know what's important? What's important? As Barca fans, we have to judge things by what we see with our own two eyes, not what other people say. See me, yeah? Every time I talk about the club, I don't talk about what other people are saying or what the pundits or other Barca connectors say. I'm saying from what I see. The reason why this season I said, bro, we were not ready for the Champions League is because of what I was seeing, not what other people were saying. That's why a lot of people were coming after me, because I was judging it based on what I was witnessing. Last season, in the Champions League, when we were in our side of the draw, we were the favorites again too. And if you remember, Jonas, I said we can beat it. We can beat Benfica. Absolutely. If we play Dortmund or Lille, we're beating them. But I promise you that if we play Inter in the semifinals, we're basically going to be out, because the style of Inzaghi is the kryptonite to Hansi Flick's style. You understand what I mean, right? And we've seen it. Most of the games we lost last season under Flick, that is exactly how they set up teams like Leganes or As Palmas, all those things. They set up like that. I'm like, bro, that is the problem. And that's why when we played them, right? And yes, don't get it twisted, I was shocked we scored 6 goals in that time. I did not expect us to score 6 goals. You understand what I mean, right? And they actually almost proved me wrong. When we were 90 seconds away, we were 2-0 down, went 3-2 up in the 88th minute. Any manager with a brain would have said 90 seconds, I don't need to attack. Why do I need to attack? But once again, and that is where I attacked the team. Because I said, when you do what you did, you were 2-0 down, you bring it back, you were winning 3-2 with seconds to go. Why do you need to attack? No club in world football would have attacked, bro.
That's on the manager. That's the manager.
No, that's the manager. I blame the manager. Yes, I blame the manager.
Fair enough. But
yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just about to say that it just sucks that we're losing winnable ties, bro. And I mean, it's annoying because like the Barcelona, what were we all saying, right? Even the most negative, pessimistic fan, everybody was saying, okay, Barcelona, at least if you're not UCL bottles, at least go to the semis. Like you knocked out against Arsenal. Okay, Arsenal's been results-wise, they play awful football. When I watch them, I want to throw up. But listen, Arsenal from the beginning of the season, I know they're a bit shaky now, but they have been more consistent than Barca. Let's be honest, right? But I still thought that was the bare minimum. At least go to a semis. It cannot be a quarterfinal exit against Atletico Madrid. Let's be honest, Omar. I know you're saying Atletico, they counter us. It's a bad matchup. I agree with that, sure. But Atletico Madrid, this is not the best Atletico Madrid. Bro, Omar, they are 4th, I believe, in La Liga. They are not that good. And you can say, oh, they don't care about La Liga now. Yeah, they don't care about La Liga now because they had no chance to win it. They're not that good of a team. You know what I'm saying? We shot our Omar. I'm telling you, Atletico Madrid, congratulations for your dub. Julián Álvarez, what a free kick, what a player, right? But my main point is that Barca shot themselves in the foot. That's truly what it was. It was a choke. Omar, my problem is we somehow find a way to choke when there's almost no way to choke. I'm not even joking. And
can I tell you something, Jonas? Can I just say just that point you just mentioned? Let me tell you something. Do you know the one season? There's only one season in the last 3 times we played Atletico in the Champions League where I genuinely said, okay, the better team actually won. It was when they beat us in 2014. The 2014 season when they won the league, right? That Atletico team was actually better than us. They won the league over us, right? I'll give it to them. That season, they were way better, right? That's why when we lost to them, I was like, I'm not happy. I'm not happy. Yeah. But it wasn't the worst because we were playing one of the best teams in the world at the time. That season, 2014, right? So they were that good. And I know they got battered by Real Madrid in the final, but it doesn't matter, right? Atletico Madrid knocked Chelsea out in the semifinals. Mourinho's Chelsea. So at the end of the day, that shows you how good they were. They were not to be sniffed at. You understand what I mean, right? In 2016, there was absolutely no way we should have lost to that Atleti team. That Atleti team, I remember that Champions League season like the top of my head. They played, I think was it Leverkusen? They played Leverkusen in the round of 16. And bro, they didn't score in both legs. The game went to penalties. We knocked Arsenal, beating them home and away. We were the treble winners. We had a prime Messi, prime Suarez, prime Neymar, all doing their thing. Our midfield was good. Our defense was good. We played them in the quarterfinals, bro. This was supposed to be an absolute beatdown. And we went to the first leg. And we played into their hands. We won that first leg 2-1, but we played into their hands. They came in, got the away goal. That's all they were looking for.
No, I'm not gonna lie to you. And then Omar, that 2016 matchup, we probably should have won. Like we did.
Probably. No, it's not even a problem, bro. We should have won.
I know people will point to there was a penalty incident at the end of the second leg, but I'm not gonna lie, man. There's 180 minutes, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, Omar, I can't lie, bro. Why are we speaking about 2016, man? Bro, I thought we were gonna go back to back. I thought we were gonna go back to back.
No, I genuinely think if we had won that, because we were playing on to play Bayern, I think we would have beaten Bayern, and we would have had a Clasico final. I would have backed it because we were in our prime year in 2016. But that's the thing. But this is the thing, right? This is what happens when you don't take your opportunities, though. You understand what I mean, right? You don't take the opportunity. This is the problem where we play Atletico Madrid have always been like this, bro. If you want to beat Atletico, bro, you cannot be wasteful. Anything. Look at all the teams look at even Real Madrid when they played them last season, right? Real Madrid played the first game in their home stadium. Guess what, bro? They took advantage. They didn't underestimate Atletico Madrid, and also they took every chance that they had. That's why when they went to the second leg and they were considered after like like the first 10 seconds in that game, they sat back. They could have gone attacking, all out attacking. But in that game, you remember, Atletico Madrid were doing most of the attacking. Because Real Madrid realized, if we come out, these guys are going to cook us on the counter. You understand what I mean? And they firmed the Duque to penalties and they won the game. That's what you have to do when we're playing Atleti in the Champions League, bro. You have to play them at their own game. You can't be like, oh, let's go all out attacking. Because Simeone doesn't care about having most of the chances.
Omar, let's be honest. You know Flick ain't gonna adapt, bro. Come on, bro.
It's not just Flick. We've always been like this against Atleti.
No, I agree to a degree. No, Omar, I actually agree with that. Barcelona in general, we always take the game to you. We're not gonna adjust that. That's always what we do. But Flick's an extreme. That's the thing, bro. Flick is an extreme version. You know this too. Bro, this thumbnail is mad. I just seen it right now. But now it is where it is, bro. It is where it is.
Is that how we're feeling, man?
Honestly, bro. Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Are you listening to the way Jonas is speaking? Does Jonas look happy? Like literally, if Jonas could cry on stream, he would probably cry on stream right now.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. These Madrid fans are so shameless, bro. Why do
listen, man, bro?
Bro, I'm not joking. Yo, hold up. We lost, fair enough, but like, bro, they did not win their tie. Yo, Omar, did I get a mistake? Did Valverde score another hat trick? Why the hell are these guys speaking to me, bro? Actually, stop speaking, bro. I'm tired. I'm not joking. I'm tired of seeing these guys talk to me.
Bro, are you surprised that Madrid fans are being shameless, bro? Like this is football heritage.
Bro, they lost, Omar. They lost their home tie.
What are we talking about?
What are we doing here?
I promise
they lost. We didn't win.
No, Jonas. Listen to what I'm saying here. If somehow we next week at the Wanda, we somehow bring this back and actually win this tie and they get knocked out, I promise you we're doing another one of these shows. And we're spending an whole hour just cooking Madrid. You guys want to sit here and be shameless, yeah? After you guys lost, no, don't worry. I'm a patient man.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Nah, bro. Listen, Barca tears is one thing, but when Madrid fans speak, I can't lie, bro. Omar, the hate I have for Madrid. Oh my God, the hate that I have for Madrid is not healthy. I'll just say it like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? But nah, I mean, fair enough. They could celebrate losing in the quarters, right? But. Bro, Barca, bro. I mean, let's speak. Do you want to speak about that second leg, bro? I mean,
let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. Look, I'll tell you this right now, right? Is there an opportunity? Don't get it twisted. Is there a chance we could come back? Of course. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, zero chance. Like people always call me negative. Oh my, you're always negative. Look, I'm not stupid. I am well aware, and I know that there is always a chance. We could go. Listen. If we go to the Wanda and we score in the first 10 minutes, yep, I'll believe. I'll be like, hey, listen, man, one goal, now there's one goal left. Now Atletico Madrid are going to have to make a choice. Are they going to try to get the equalizer and basically kill the confidence, or are they going to sit back? And if they sit back, we're going to go all in on them until we get the second one. I feel like Barcelona are probably going to attack the same way we did in the second leg in the Copa del Rey, similar to that, right? Because we have no choice. We literally have to come out and attack these guys. Now, I'm just going to be honest. The reason why I am more of a 70-30 where there's a 30% chance for me that we can come back and there's a more 70% chance. Let me tell you why. It's because I know what Simeone is going to do. This is not like playing Real Madrid if they had a 2-goal lead at the Camp Nou. I'm sorry, right? At the Camp Nou and then come to the second leg and try to get like a double on us. Atletico Madrid, Simeone is not interested. He doesn't care about getting a double over Barca. Don't get this right. It would be great for him. But I want you to understand that when it comes to Simeone just wants to win this time. He's coming into this game with a 2-goal lead. He doesn't have to come and attack us at his home stadium, bro. He doesn't need to. You understand what I mean? He's already done the job.
I'm listening to you, bro. See, this is my problem, bro. You're saying how it's going to be difficult. He doesn't need to attack. Bro,
no, because at the end of the day, because you know why? Because Simeone is not going to come and attack us, bro. That's what I mean.
Bro, why the heck? I'm honestly genuinely tired of the remontada stuff. I'm tired of the remontada gimmick. I'm tired of hearing that word. I'm actually tired. Bro, even forget Real Madrid. I'm tired of the word remontada. Genuinely, bro. Listen, I'm serious. I hate that word now. I actually hate it, bro. Why can't we just win? Why can't we just win the first leg?
Yeah, we started it, man. When we did that remontada against PSG in 2017.
Why do we always need to have like a mountain to climb? Why can't we just do our homework on time? What the hell? Why? Listen, Omar, it's crazy. But obviously we'll have to do it. I'll say this, though, when it comes to the second leg, Omar, I don't care. Listen, I'll criticize his team. Maybe I'm delusional. Omar, I think we're going to make it a competitive game. I don't know if we're going to win.
No, we can. It's not delusional. I think there's a chance we can make it competitive. If we get an early goal, I genuinely think this could. Like, this tie is, don't get it twisted. I'm not saying this tie is over. Even though it sounds like I'm giving up. Let me be clear here. I'm not 100% like losing hope, losing faith. I do believe at the end of the day, if they can come to our stadium and win and get a two goal lead and win, we can go to the stadium and win. Don't get it twisted. And by the way, before I continue, guys, listen, I can have over 160 people in here and only have 50. Bro, you're telling me there's over 100 people in here who are just watching me and Jonas, right? Sitting here cooking each other, like, right? You guys are sitting here entertained. Clearly you're entertained, but you're not even smashing the likes. I should be on 100 likes by this point. Like, come on, man. This is fraudulent levels, man.
Hey, at least 125 likes. I don't care.
Come on, man. Like, this is fraudulent movement, man. But this is the point here. Like I said, right? As much as it's, for many people might listen to the way we sound, or especially how I sound, and they think, oh, Omar has given up. He's given up. Guys, I'm going to say this now. We can go to the Wanda and make this competitive. We can go to the Wanda and win. We've just won in the Wanda a few days ago. You understand what I mean, right? So we can do it. We did it last season. Remember last season, Jonas, right? When we played them, when we played them in the league, they beat us at the Montjuic 2-1, and we beat them 4-2 in their stadium. You understand what I mean, right? So we can win at the Wanda. I do believe we can. But that is why I'm looking at Simeone. And Simeone knows that we can go there and win. Simeone knows we can go there and win. And that's why I think Simeone is going to go there and he's going to completely come back and stink it out in his stadium. You understand what I mean, right? Because he's going to think, yo, I don't need to attack you. I've already done the job. We're going to pack the wall of Madrid in the back.
Yeah, that's and you know what? It's okay. Build a wall. We'll break it down. I don't care. Build a wall. We'll legit. I don't care. Hopefully. But now, Omar, like, realistically, it's going to be very tough. They're going to park the bus. They have two ways to approach it. Do you want to get a goal? And honestly, if they score probably the first goal of the game, it's probably the tie over. Let's be honest. Even if it's 1-1 and then they back and, you know, it's 2-1 out. It's probably over, right? So if Atletico Madrid score, it's going to be very, very – it's basically over. I'm not going to lie. Having a remontada away from home is tough, right? But I'm not going to lie to you. Do they want to – I don't know what Simeone is going to do generally, because he could also sit back, but then he's not thinking about goals, but he's having all 11 guys on defense. He's going to make it hell for Barcelona when it comes to trying to score even one goal, right? So they could go with that approach. So I don't know what Simeone is going to do, but I actually rather have them sit back, because I don't want to think about Atletico Madrid scoring a goal. Now we have to score 3, right? Because what if they score that first?
If they're gonna go, it's over, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I actually rather have them park the bus and we take our time to score these goals. But I mean, listen, once again, call me delusional. Omar, this is one thing I'll say about this Barca team, right? That I'll say is positive. They fight. These guys fight, Omar. Like, every single time, Paris Saint-Germain, I thought they fought. I mean, maybe not in that one as much, but Inter Milan, right? Inter Milan, the second leg of the Copa del Rey, what we saw, even the last game that we lost, they fight, bro. I think the effort is going to be there. And people will say this is soft, and why are you even bringing it up? The thing is that with Barcelona, we haven't even had that. We haven't even had that when it comes to, like, the times when we bottled to Roma, when we bottled to Liverpool. There wasn't even fight. It felt like these guys came out, rolled over, right? And they didn't care. They got their paycheck, you know? It felt like they did not care. So I think these guys, Fermi Lopez, Dani Olmo, Lamine, right? All these guys, I think they're going to fight. And I think we're going to make it close, Omar. I think we're going to make it close, but I don't know. We might be up, Omar. We might be up 3-1, and then they score a late goal. Julián Álvarez on the break, you know, Sørloth on the break, 3-2, Atletico advance. That's very realistic, right? That could easily happen. Barca win the game, but lose the tie, right? But I think this is my one thing. I don't know if we'll win, but I really think it's going to be a close game. I think it's going to be very close.
What do you think what D-Money is saying here? He's saying that De Jong's return could make a big impact. I think it could. Now, I'm not saying that would change the comeback, but then again, I feel like the fact that we've had De Jong in a month now, right? And as much as Bernard has been good, I've been very impressed with Bernard doesn't do the thing that De Jong does, because De Jong plays deeper, but De Jong is also a deep line playmaker. So most of the time, it's not always, let's be real, right? I feel like De Jong being out has kind of put all of the pressure on Pedri to be the only creative spark in the midfield, right? And that is why most of the time I feel like last month we've kind of seen Pedri like be shut out because a lot of people are kind of putting all like the attention on him and less on De Jong. Whereas when De Jong was there, at least De Jong didn't do much of the creative work, but De Jong was a good passer as well. He could also find an assist. You understand what I mean, right? From the midfield, right? So you always had to keep your eye on De Jong because if we just mark Pedri out and leave De Jong alone, that could be a problem. So I'm looking at him like, well, maybe I don't know, maybe him being back could change something, man. Because people should hate on De Jong, but De Jong.
If I'm being truly honest, bro, but Omar, to be fair, the hate on De Jong's, in my opinion, is actually it's a little. Listen, I like De Jong as a player, but it's a little bit justified because in big games for Barcelona, outside of last season, he's been pretty bad, right? And I'm not even here to hate on De Jong, but I mean, he'll help because, bro, who else? Casado. Like, of course, yeah, De Jong's better than him. So De Jong's obviously going to be a big addition in the midfield. But, I mean, I'm just looking at the guys. Are you guys like that, right? Are you guys dogs? Are you guys really that team? Or at least, are some of you guys, bro, I'm not joking. Are you guys good enough to stay at Barcelona long term, right? I know Lamine Yamal is going to fight, Omar. I know he's going to bring it. I know Lamine Yamal is going to play well. But who else is going to play well? Lamine is not – we're not going to go through if Lamine's the only guy. I'm serious. We're not. There has to be other guys. 2 to 3 other guys have to step up. So is it going to be Rashford? Rashford, actually, forget. Is it going to be? But it better be Rashford. Rashford has to step up, bro. I'm not even going Rashford. Well, hold on. One more thing. I think also realistically, because Pedri, I don't know if he's going to be fully healthy. De Jong, even him.
No, he's not injured, man. He's fine.
Yeah, but my point is this. With all the injuries we have, Mark Bernal even, I'm looking at like Lamine, Dani Olmo, Fermin, and Rashford, bro. Those 4 guys, you got to help Lamine, bro. You guys got to help. And also, Omar, if you remember the remontada, the 2017 remontada, I know we cooked Ter Stegen now, but Ter Stegen made 1 or 2 very big.
He was good at that.
He made some very big saves. If you know, you know. Ter Stegen on the break, Edison Cavani, bam, save. They're hitting the crossbar. You need a bit of saves. And I think Yamal Garcia, brother, I don't care. Yeah, listen, Yamal Garcia, I'm not going to blame him.
Yamal Garcia will do his work, man.
But hear me out, Omar. We need Yamal Garcia to make that 1 or 2 mad save. That just is the reason why the game's still competitive. We're going to need every bit of help. That's legit. And Yamal Garcia, I'm not going to lie to you, bro. I think he's good enough. I think actually he can do it. But offensively, man, I'm more worried about the offense, bro. I know we're talking about the defense. But Omar, are we going to be clinical? Are we going to be clinical?
I mean, listen, I trust the attack to be more clinical than the defense to do their job. I'm not saying the attack will be incredible, but I trust the attack to do more of the work, right, in this game than I do the defense. I'm gonna be very real, man. Listen, our attack is not good, but no. Our attack is not good, but our attack does a better work in their job than the defense does. Bro, we've conceded 14 goals in the Champions League this season. That clearly the defense is not doing their job at all. The only reason we were able to get out of most of the games that we've conceded goals in is because our attack has actually been doing their work. Let's be clear here. Our attack, as much as we criticize it, they turn up 9 times out of 10. Yes, they didn't turn up in the game against Atletico Madrid, but they've turned up in a lot of few games in the Champions League. And when our defense have been going to sleep, we literally, in our last game in the Champions League, we conceded 2 goals. We scored 7. You understand what I mean? In the game against Copenhagen, we conceded first. We won the game 4-1. You understand what I mean?
This is off topic. I'm going to say this right now. Omar, brother, this is very off topic. I don't think anybody's mentioned this. Bro, do you know how many corners we always get against Atletico Madrid? Can we score off a corner? Generally, bro. Omar, you remember
because Araujo is our only threat from set pieces like that, bro. And he barely plays.
I'm being dead serious. If we can only score off corner, bro, because dude, I know this is very off topic, but the thing is it actually matters because look at it. The second leg in the Copa del Rey, Omar, we had, I think, 14 corners. One of them has to be a goal.
But that is
one of them has to be a goal. I don't care. 14 corners.
No, but
bro, what do we do?
Before the international break, hold on. Before the international break, we played Mallorca. I think, was it Mallorca we played? We won 1-0. Was it 1-0?
I think, yeah, it was 1-0.
I think it was Mallorca or Rayo Vallecano, one of the teams where we won 1-0. We scored from a corner. That was the only game where Araujo actually started. That's what I'm saying. At the end of the day, Araujo is the only player in our defense, in this whole team, not even defense, a whole team that I trust in corner kicks. You understand what I mean? Right? That's why in the game, like you mentioned, in the first game when we played Atletico Madrid, when we had like all those corners, Araujo didn't play in that game. And that's why I was saying at halftime, bring Araujo on. I don't care if you play Araujo as the number 9, bro. Because clearly we are having a lot of corners. Bring Rashford on. Let Rashford take the corners and let him find Araujo every single time. Because we're getting a lot of corners. So at the end of the day,
Omar, it was just one thing I wanted to point out, because the amount of corners that we have against Atletico, it's like it's embarrassing to not eventually score off one of these. But I just want to say, I mean, Omar, we have to be clinical. It's not even an option, bro. Our season's on the line, right? Rashford, I'm genuinely being serious, Omar, right? I know you've been more out on Rashford. I've been out kind of, but I've also defended him a bit. I feel like he gets hated a lot. Like on even, bro, he hasn't even been playing that much. A lot of times people are just throwing him in there, right? But you have to step up, bro. Legit, this is legitimately your contract on the line, in my opinion. I know Declan Laporte might love this guy. Maybe he's already signed. We don't know. But like realistically, I'm serious, bro. If Rashford can do the Rafinha thing and he has the intangibles to be a big game player, yeah, maybe he's not the Barca aesthetic type of player, but can you deliver? Real talk, can you deliver? Right? And I know everybody's going to say no, but do you remember like last year for Villa? I mean, in that second leg against PSG, I think he can, but you just have to do it, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I want to see if Rashford's real, what he's made of, right? Lewandowski, Ferran, Omar. Hey, Omar, I'm not even here. I'm not here to partake in this debate. They are both finished. Just one of you guys, please.
Who?
Ferran and Lewa, I'm done with these guys. They're not good.
Listen, Leva's finishing, like Leva being finished, is not a surprise. At his age, he should not be playing. He should not be number 9. Every one of us know that, right? This is why I don't go at Lewandowski.
He's at Barca. No. He's a player. We have to criticize.
But that's the thing. He shouldn't be at Barca at his age, though. That's the thing. He at his age now shouldn't be our number 9. That's the thing here, right? And that's why I can't go in on him the way I do. Because at the end of the day, he shouldn't be our number 9. We should have been trying to go get another number 9 by now. You understand what I mean, right?
Can I say something? And I know it's gonna sound mad because listen, people always they follow the popular opinion. It's just life, right, bro? I actually have more faith in bro, and I know it's gonna sound mad, but there's potentially a chance where Rashford does better than Lewa in the second leg. And hear me out.
I think Rashford will do better. Yes.
Hear me out. Rashford at least was lively. He had chances. Rashford at least was making good runs. He had some good dribbles.
Liveliness, bro. I need you to be able to fit. Bro,
I know. But at least Rashford, Omar. Rashford at least was doing stuff. He was messing up at the end. I agree. He choked. Fair enough. I agree. But at least he looked lively. At least he looked like a threat. Bro, Lewandowski did nothing. And bro, the second leg is a game where I need players to get involved. I need guys to do something, bro. And I don't know if we're going to get that with Ferran or Lewa. I don't know. We need a striker, bro.
Yeah, I mean, listen. For me, I don't know, man. Like, at the end of the day, the Lewandowski, he's not the same guy. I don't expect anything from him. Like, anything he does, I always give him credit for, because at his age, at this point in his career, I don't expect much from him. You understand what I mean, right? And this is the thing, right? He's not as lively as Rashford, but Rashford is a guy who doesn't finish his dinner, and that's what worries me about him. You understand what I mean, right? But listen, at the end of the day, it is what it is. Listen, guys, you guys have been absolutely incredible. Sure. I know, Barca, most of you guys have been, having a lot of fun, right? Watching me and Jonas, cry on stream, guys. Hopefully, you guys are entertained by it, guys. Pick up to every single one of you guys.
I don't know. I'm going to back this team one more time. That's the last thing I want to say. I don't care.
I mean, listen, man, they have everything to prove. Like, listen, man, all I have is hope at this point. That's all I have. I don't really have a lot of belief. These guys have to give me belief. Facts. Go to the Wanda, get me an early goal. Show me how serious you guys are. Go and get that early goal for the first 15 to 20 minutes. Make it 1-0. And then we will start to believe. But we will see, man. But listen, guys, appreciate every single one of you guys. Listen, guys, make sure you guys smash the like button, guys. We have 70 likes, guys. Get us to 100 likes, man. For those of you guys who haven't liked the video yet, guys, we're going to be redirecting you all, guys, to Football Chaos. And I'm telling you right now, I'm going to be joining later. If you frauds think I'm going to that stream to get cooked, Isco, I know you are here, bro. Let me tell you something. If you guys think that I'm going to the chaos after you guys just lost the Bayern, and you think I'm going to sit there and get cooked, you guys have another thing coming. You hear me? That's all I'm going to say, man. But big up to you guys. Put Omar Raid in the comment section below. Big up to every single one of you guys. As usual, it is what it is, man. Appreciate every single one of you guys. We'll be here next week. Hopefully, we do the montage so that we can start to laugh at every single one of these people that were cooking us this week. But yeah, man. Big up to you guys. Miss Kabasa. Peace.